All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Great Pretender, Season 1, Episode 11.
All right.
We parachuted out of the tall building as we made away with the cash. Like, there's not much better than that as far as just classic, like, hey, we did the heist, and now
Pulled
we get
it
away.
off. Yep. Forget how we land this thing. We're on our way out.
Yeah.
And, I mean, in some ways, you did it perfectly fairly. The dumbass went to go gamble at your place and was already rigging everything. You guys just did his game better. So he's not really going to chase you down that much, really. Like,
sucks to suck. Get good.
Get good, skill issue. L plus ratio.
Can you imagine how paranoid that guy's going to be after this, though? Not that he'll ever financially recover, but, like, okay, yes, yeah, I'm in a business meeting or something.
Right.
Wait a minute. This table. Okay, yeah, that's right. Okay, these windows. Yes. All right. Nothing's been tampered with. All right, he's just going to be questioning his reality nonstop because he didn't think that they might have tinted the windows.
Again, skill issue. Get good.
Right.
So, yeah, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. What we have, it can never be.
But we're all con artists.
All right, why are we in France?
To hide from all the people they pissed off.
That was amazing.
All right.
All my training has prepared me for this moment. I'm ready.
I mean,
Snow of London, but we're in France.
hang on.
Yeah. Nice little translations for us, but yeah.
Monsieur, qui a peint ce tableau?
Oh, un client a laissé ça quand mon père travaillait encore ici.
フランス語で会話されてもな。
あの絵がモントーヤに似てるかって話さ。
哀愁とノスタルジーの画家、セルヒオ・モントーヤ。
セルギオ・モントーヤ。
謎に満ちた人物像と少ない作
Okay.
品数で。うちにはこれくらいの絵がお似合いだわ。
Oh.
これがティラミス食べか。
Ooh.
Gamin, attends un peu avant de quitter ton travail.
ほら、明日頭さ下げてくれた。
あの店長に
だ。いろいろと腹立つこともあるけど、仇の仕事とこんな居心地のいいとこがあるんだ。
That'll last an episode.
Right. Goes back to apologize, and
Goes
they're like,
back to
what?
his old
No, you
little-
can't come back here.
His old little gambling roots here. Hmm.
すみません。
Are we in England?
店長の言うことを可能な限り聞きます。店長、昨日はすいませんでした。
Oh,
英語は通じるようだ。
a critic.
Oh.
君は落第だ。
Shit.
と思ってわざわざ寄ってみたが。
Yeah, that would be pretty rare, yeah.
Uh-huh.
ほら、
Yeah. Drink a little.
元気出せよ店長。
みんなと一緒に中国へ戻るよ。お前も韓国へ帰れ。
ほら、日本。
Je te demande si tu as trouvé un nouvel appartement.
Yeah.
すまねえけど、フランス語はちょっと。
どうしたの？
Oh, j'ai l'impression qu'il
Yeah.
a profité de notre
Il ne comprend pas.
マリー、なんて言ってるだ
Oh, shit. Everything's closing up.
ここから引っ越すために店を
Okay.
変えちゃうの。
なしてだなしてこんないい下宿を
Shit.
どうやら借金
Okay.
らしいだ。
Gotcha.
だからあの下宿さ売っ払って引っ越すんだと。
But you're not in
It's just
America.
so unlucky, but like, it just makes me feel that little bit suspicious of like,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
ああ、来週には戻る。
and then this asshole is just coincidentally here.
Right.
パリによってだろうを除いて
Because, like, if he ends up being vital for, like, you know, $10+ million cons, something like this to get him back would be, you know.
Easy.
Yeah. No big deal.
Send the critic immediately, you know.
Right. Well,
Call in their debts.
I mean, even the job that they set him up with and the place that they set him up with, it all might be, you know.
なあ、例えば2万ユーロあればとりあえずどうだべ。2万ユーロ。
20 000 euros.
20 000
Bien, mais je ne vois pas comment je pourrais gagner une telle somme à part en gagnant miraculeusement à la loterie.
Miraculeusement.
オラに売ってくれ。2万ユーロで。
Qu'est-ce que tu veux?
Nice.
Oh, this is perfect.
And then
this is great. I can see how it's all connecting here. Yep.
So that is actually you know, a diamond in the rough painting, and he just, you know.
Well, yeah, it's the thing of where they've set this whole thing up. Let him have his little thing here, and even if this is all just a means for them to get the painting for very cheap or something, they could have done that, you know, easily, just fine. So
yeah. He didn't recognize her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just
Throughout.
just a little different.
じゃあなんか食い行くべか。
I love this vibe. Just everything's so chill. We're just hanging out with the characters.
Yep.
Edamame is gonna run a con. I love calling him Edamame.
Oh yeah.
アビーは国に帰ったりしないんだべか。
帰る理由がない。
親がなんか言ってこないだか。
ない。戦争で死んだ。
そうだっただか。
Yeah, she talks so little about
Right.
her past.
But she is actually willing to talk about it now.
Yeah.
まだ腹八分だべ。おばあちゃん一つ。
Quelle charmante jeune fille. なんて言ってる。
多分。
A little bit too much. Oh, did all the prices raise?
Maybe. I don't know. I mean,
It's to pigeonhole him into that.
yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Uh-huh. Nice.
こんにちは。
But this guy would notice pretty quick, especially if he comments on it.
シンシア、アビー、工藤。そっち行って。
Perfect. Now he's angry.
ちゃんと押さえといてね。
Oui, mademoiselle.
2、3万の絵ならちょっと進めりゃ買っちまうに決まってる。
Depends though.
Yeah.
He is the critic. He has that eye.
Well, he's a food critic, so that
Sure.
he might think he's
ストエフスキーでもいいや。 レクチャーしてくれよ。俺は日本の美術品に。
A Dostoevsky. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
fantastic.
あとは任せろ。
Just the cold rage.
こちらの絵などはいかがでしょうか。こちらの作品は近年人気急上昇中のアントワーヌ・デシャンの作品だ。
黙れ。
シンシア、どうした？
Uh-oh, wait, does she know him?
Oh.
撤収よ。
Why? No. Oh shit.
あいつはイギリス屈指のオークショニア。そしてイギリス一、いえ、世界一の鑑定士よ。
What? And he just happens to be a food critic?
2万5千。本当に2万5千でいいんだな。
So yeah, it actually is a legit, like,
Yeah.
it is a legit fantastic painting, and
Yeah.
they only got 25,000 for it.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Now the family's gonna be happy because
But now it seems like you like conned them out of the painting.
right.
Mon mari, n'oublie pas qu'on a des dettes à rembourser. Ne pense plus à ce tableau. En tout cas, je n'en reviens pas. Qui aurait su que ce tableau pouvait valoir 20 000 euros?
Yeah.
Oh
Uh-huh.
fuck.
Holy shit. It was actually.
Damn. The 007 of the art world.
Oh, wow.
この文化的衰退はもはや国の病と言って差し支えないでしょう。
Wow.
And he has a lot of
20 million?
20 mil. So, did you just con us?
パピュール・バジル
あの絵は2000万ユーロだって
2000万。
やらかしたな枝豆2000万の絵を2万で売るとはサービス精神旺盛だな
Mm-hmm.
とでもいい。
ターゲットをまともに調べなかったのが悪い。
あの
Sure.
作者を二足三門の無名画家と言ってたのはどこの誰だったか
Ah.
忘れたね
Yep.
ローラ、
And now he comes crawling back to me.
Uh-huh.
Wow, maybe Laurent did know.
Yeah.
よっしゃ一丁やったる
Ah, the alcohol!
Yeah. We'll steal it.
決まってるでしょ取り返すのよでついでに
He's like, I fucking hate this guy.
Yeah.
イギリス屈指の王
I love it. I love it.
And I
Great
like that
setup.
And it's based on around like a specific item.
Laurent's smile, smugness.
Yeah.
Oh, it's really personal. Oh, yeah. Cool. All right. We
Okay.
got ourselves an art
Yeah.
arc.
Right. That feels so like just perfect given that like, okay, yeah, a bunch of con artists and the romance of the, the dashing,
Potential
daredevils
heists and stuff.
Right.
Eventually, we have to go to art.
You have to go to art, right?
At some point,
it
yes,
goes with
it
the
has
whole
to.
like, high society class, like
Yeah,
vibes and
yeah.
aesthetic and everything, right?
And then we're going to be our Robin Hood of the modern age.
Yeah.
Robbing from the rich, giving to the needy.
Right, but I gotta say, as far as the reasoning for why this job happens, I really like this.
Yeah.
I still doubt it and am questioning it because
Right, because of the patterns of this show.
the patterns of this show and the lengths of the cons that these people will go to, and so the fact that it seems on the up and up so far, I'm skeptical.
Right.
But
all it is that there's money. It's obvious in that Laurent wants the money.
Yep.
Even if this was a thing of where he needs to kill two birds in one stone, we've now learned a lot about him, even if this wasn't a great, setup to get Edamame or Edamura into this whole thing, because he could probably have looked at the painting and gone, oh shit, that's the genuine article. Okay, I'm going to plant the idea of this painting potentially being valuable as opposed to any of the other paintings.
Right. Well, and
Because any one of them could have serviced for the scam, but the idea that the untrained eye might think that it's the legendary piece by, so-and-so.
And potentially more importantly, the thing that Laurent has done, like Edamura has been his scapegoat, right?
Right.
Now, he's been fine because the cons have worked well, but
Right.
he's always been his insurance of if this goes badly, it's on his head. And so the idea that Edamura was the one that actually got the painting from the family in the first place, and they still are totally like they're they may be a bit upset or something, but not necessarily upset with him because he was just trying to help, right?
Yeah, and
and
they
they
get
didn't
them
know
the
it was valuable.
20,000 euros.
Yeah, so like their lives were turned around because they get to keep the place.
Yeah.
But
Progress was not reversed for the sake of the
Right.
twist, which is cool because then Edamura still has the yeah, okay, that was awesome. And
Right.
now these people don't have the feeling of being like, oh, we were stolen from or
right,
something.
they're not going to go to the police. And if you think about it, with something like an art piece, well, theoretically you could do sell it in some under the table dealings. I would imagine that you would actually need it to be a lot more official because you're going to be selling it through official channels, right? It's not just like taking cash where you can just make away with it, right?
Right.
So the idea that they set him up theoretically since the beginning to get close to these people. Oh, they have money problems, eventually get the painting, and then, oh, hey, now we can steal it from this person. But if they get it from this person, even if they get a cut, right? They say they get 20 million for the painting or they get the painting back or whatever. I'm imagining that if this turns into a full-blown arc operation, it's not going to be, oh, just for the good of that family or whatever. No, they're going to make their dollar off of it. And so if they end up having to tip the family basically, yeah, who cares, right? They still essentially conned them, even if they don't realize they were conned, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah,
But either way, the family is more upset because, if anything, the daughter, she really liked that painting. She really liked it, and
Yep.
it made her feel like this
Yeah.
this was home. And while they got the money for it, and that's great, and they have their debts they got to pay and stuff, she was still disheartened by the painting stuff. And then, of course, to see an asshole on TV being all like, "You slimy son of a bitch," and everything.
Right,
So
right.
it's like, okay, cool. So yes, while we could try to piece apart what are the things that could be undermined by some twist reveal later,
what we've got
The
right
basic-
now is really solid.
the basic premise is very solid.
Yeah.
We have a reason to do some kind of shenanigans with an art piece. So we could go the forgery route. We could go the plain old heist route.
Yep.
We could go for the thing of where the value of the painting is actually undermined to be like a fake. Like you could try to, instead of like forging one that then you do a switch or something, you do something where you're like, no, actually you're wrong, and your appraisal stuff is actually invalid. We've got the proof
Right.
that this is just a basic ass painting by the Italian guy that that Laurent mentioned.
Right.
And so there's some fun ways that they can do this, but all of them involve the gang donning the roles of very different types of people than
Yes.
they've done in the past.
Yeah,
So
and
this
I love that.
environment feels more like a heist con than a true con, if that makes sense.
Like with the previous setups of like, oh, how they have to sort of like win Edamura over. I need to catch myself because otherwise I'm just going to start saying edamame.
I call it
Yeah.
edamame for fun. It's
Yeah,
great.
it's that is pretty great.
Yeah.
But previously, because the whole thing was a sham, and it would be like we did all of this stuff to get you. That can then make it potentially feel cheap because then the attachment that we start to develop to these characters that are being set up, it's part of the con, right?
Right.
Oh, okay. So then, all right, that's a fun thing to happen, but then it's a reset as far as emotional attachment. Whereas here, with this first episode, both the family very much seems legit to me, and then two, the fact that the guy, and like he did this whole thing on TV, he's also legit, right?
Yeah.
So the investment that we get in this and why Edamura then will get roped back into this game, right? I believe it. I'm on board with it.
But I will say though, the convenience of the guy being a critic that came to his job specifically.
Oh, yeah.
At that time.
Yes.
He came all the way to Nice, France, because he said, I heard, he literally said it in the plot. I heard that there was a sushi, like a legit sushi shop somehow all the way out
They could
here.
have absolutely led him to that place.
Which I gotta say is actually really funny because there's like multiple cultural like kind of jabs being thrown around here. One, the idea that this person is like, I'm astonished that anyone in France, or better yet, Nice, France, would actually have legit sushi here. And then we come to find out, because of the joke set up multiple times in this episode, that it's not run by Japanese people, it's run by Chinese people who don't know how to make sushi. So the tip was disingenuous at best. At best. Then it was done specifically at the time after Edamura is not working there, right? At that point. So the sushi that would be made would not be made with any assistance by the potential person that has the authentic Japanese touch of knowing how to make sushi just right.
Yeah.
So that then Edamura would have the frustration of knowing, I fucked it up for this person. So then he's already thinking about how can I make some person's lives better by my actions?
Yep.
Oh, what do you know? These people are also having their debts called. You can see a very serious through line of how he could be getting pulled along and manipulated.
These people can be part of the con even if they don't realize they're part of the con.
Right.
Because people have
their
debts,
problems
right?
and lives and passions are real.
Yeah, exactly. And so, Edamura, your problem is that you didn't do your research.
Yes.
Oh, that was something that was said here. If this is an actual real painting, and especially if Laurent knew, because he was the one who said, oh, yeah, no, that's, it's close, but it's not. then what makes you think that they wouldn't also do their research? Oh, they see a super valuable painting. They're not going to immediately make a play for it. It's going to be like, okay, what's the situation of this family?
Yeah,
what's the intricacies, the threads we can pull? You know,
we got to have somebody else kind of debut the painting in order to make sure that people know how valuable it is, so that we can pull off
to give that
potentially
authenticity
right, but to potentially pull off an even bigger con.
Right.
So I love the way this setup is. It is set up for twists without undermining the relationships and characters that we've done thus far. So, all that being said, now we can also shift focus to our femme fatale redhead here, who loves her vino, and have some time in, I guess, just Europe as a whole, because we went to France, but now we are having a job potentially in London, so there could be some fun stuff there.
Yep. She still has the penchant / like it's almost potentially going towards shtick at this point of she does her thing and like, I'm the professional, I know how to do this stuff, or I'm going to be the super attractive lady or the whatever, right? And then gets absolutely stonewalled, passed over, or, and gets pissed off because, like that just keeps happening. Yeah, because that happened. But on top of that, if this person has a specific connection to Cynthia, then that's very curious because they would have also done their research on this guy if they're leading him to, go to Edamame's restaurant, right? So is that something that Laurent knew and is also pulling the strings on her? Or because they all keep things very private, he didn't know that, right? Because that's not something he would have research into. And then that's something that could come out over the course of this job. Like, because with Abby, it was something where she definitely interacted a lot more with Edamura regarding her situation than with Laurent. Now, a part of that is because Laurent doesn't get involved, right? He doesn't ask questions or really care about that kind of stuff. Yeah. But I would not be surprised if this was also a way that Laurent could be involved in it if he's pulling a thing that people within the con don't know about.
Yeah. Actually, I just figured it out. That's why we're doing the meta thing of addressing each character one by one to get them facing their pasts, if you will.
Okay. Yeah.
Laurent is building a team, and the setup has been that we need everybody to be in their own thing. No honor among thieves.
Right.
It's just a thing. We're all out for ourselves, and he's realizing that if he can get Edamura, he could probably get everyone to build a team around him. And so he's like, if I can keep pushing on him to face his past and actually accept that he's got the blood of a con man within him, his father and everything, and it's all going to be roped together, then I can start precision connecting him to these other people.
All right, so
these attractive ladies, and then I'll by the end of this, building this perfect iron hard ship or what have you that can take us to the actual con that I really want to do.
Exactly, yes. Yeah. And then whether it's after this arc or after the arc after this one or something like that, and it's so now that we're all on the same page.
Laurent spins around in his chair and he's yeah. You're probably wondering why I brought you up here.
This job is worth 300 million, and all of this was practice to get to now, I've been setting this up for a decade, or something. Yeah.
It could be fun. It could address the meta thing of having each arc focus a little bit on one of the side characters. But
don't you think it's ironic that, we just happened that we just happened to do things one after the other that involves all of your deep emotional connections and what motivates you? Like if it got that meta, that
you son of a bitch throws the line. I loved you.
Yeah.
It's like, no, you didn't. It's like, but Cynthia and Laurent's relationship could potentially get involved with things here because she's not really interested in him and he's not really interested in her.
Right.
But there was definitely something that might have existed at some point.
Their dynamic has the biggest question mark for me because with Edamura, we know him so well that there's not a lot of question marks there. No. With Abby, even before the arc that gave her focus,
she was also still pretty what you see is what you get,
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
And even more so than that, she was so different from Laurent that I understood why they made a good pair.
Yes.
Right? Laurent does his thing, she does her thing. And then Edamura comes along, cool, we got a trifecta.
Yeah.
But then with Cynthia, her and Laurent, that's not as clear
their
cut.
Venn diagram almost crosses over too much.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Right. So the reasons that they would work together, the blind spots that they fill in for each other, that's not clear yet. And so if this goes into it, I would love it.
She's just got a lot of successes under her belt. She's got a lot of money, and she's also got a lot of the like general con artist skills.
Yeah.
So that it's more just if I work with her, jobs just go faster and easier.
Right. It's great. Things go smoothly for this job that needs to be very precise because two professionals working together.
Rather than one,
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah. Exciting stuff for the next arc. And y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below. For our Patreon, you can get on early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general, and also be sure to check out our Twitch channel. So yeah, if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.